Good morning, fellow carbon units. What are we gonna do today? Today, we're gonna fire up the track steer and go up there and fart around on that pad a little bit. I might take the transit up there and see if I can't laser it in, but I'm just gonna go up there and grade that pad off. And then, where did they go? I'll show you guys my screw up. I boogered up the forks with the track steer. The forks are actually meant to go on this thing, but they fit on this thing. And this thing doesn't have near the power of that thing. So I wanted to harness the sheer power of that little thing when I was moving all that stuff up there. And that fork right there got caught in the dirt somewhere along the line, and it got bent really bad. And that was as far back as I could get it bent with the machine. And I didn't think about it while the excavator was here, but I probably could have got it bent back pretty straight with the bucket on the excavator, but that's neither here nor there. So I gotta take that fork off that set and see if I can't take it somewhere and get it straightened back out, because I do not have a torch here right now. If I had a torch and a vise, I could straighten it back out myself, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna get this thing fired up, let it start warming up and cooling off, because it's gonna be another hot day. The weatherman is wrong yet again. They told us that today was supposed to start cooling back off and being in the mid 80s. And then last night at the last minute, they extended the extensive heat warning to tomorrow, which means tonight they'll probably do it again out until Tuesday. Which, you know, instead of just saying, hey, it's summer, you're looking at some time of heat. We don't know when it might cool back off to be normal temperatures. They try to predict everything right down to the freaking bug nut, and they're wrong 90% of the time, which makes me lose faith. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do today. Is I'm gonna play in the dirt up here, and then I might talk to Randy, and we might honestly start taking apart that those pins and going about getting that ready to start transferring this dirt up there. Because one of the things I want to do, I'm trying to build a big flat spot up there that she could put her she could do round pin activities should we ever get a round pin. And one of the greater problems with our little chunk of heaven here is that by the time we get everything all set up, we've utilized all of our flat space. So that's what I'm trying to do when I got equipment here, is build more flat space. And that up there is 50% done. You're probably asking yourself, why isn't it 100% done? And it's, well, I got my major goal done with that, and that was burying the barn foundations. So now it's just basically, and I don't think I'm at the point where I need a dozer. Honestly, I need to get the 5 down here or something equivalent or bigger. God, it's hot in the sun. But I need to push everything that's left behind the chicken house there. I need to push it that way to start building myself a road out to that other loafing shed. That way I can, we want to put hay and stuff out there at some point. So I'm contemplating trying to get a dozer down here for a day. But with the way the ground is out there, that's not a dozer alone show. You gotta have an excavator to dig into the hill to break it up. Unless you got a big dozer. A big dozer would do it. That little D5 though, it'd have troubles. It had troubles. It didn't have troubles, it's just it was really intensive to grade with it when I graded that pathway up to the top. So you gotta do that, and then at some point in time, I wish the grass wasn't so dang tall on the road, because I gotta go up there and put the fence back together so that we can allow the cows out on the property. I gotta put the fence back together. I gotta run fence from that corner right there across our pad down there, a temporary type of situation, and that way the cows can eat that hillside off too, which that's kind of something I want to have happen. I gotta go find somebody that actually wants to put their cows on the property. Well, even putting it in the shade, it didn't work. Freaking aggravating trying to make videos and the camera keeps shutting off because it can't handle 80-90 degree temperature even in the shade. Aggravating, very aggravating. Anyway, I got this sloped off and tracked in. I got the pad fairly graded up. It still needs a little bit of work, but anyway, so I got this tracked out and I wanted to use the topsoil to kind of help reshape this hill, because the way it was is it made a swale like this, and so it was really hard to get the mower up and down it because it dips. It was hard to explain. The hill came down and it wasn't an even grade. It got real steep and then it didn't. And if I had it my way, I'd take the plum tree, all those fruit trees out, and I'd reslope the entire thing. I'd actually probably pull it back and then slope it up. That way we had a little bit more of yard space around it. And we might still do that in the future. Now, that plum tree's old and dying out, and all these trees are kind of in a bad way. So one of the things I would really like to do if we do keep the house down here is bull this out and slope it around there to where it's easier to maintain the grass around the house, instead of, it's really hard to get the mower up and down that. So that's all weed eater country, hence the reason why we bought that bigger, better weed eater. But I gotta go get more stuff to be able to weed eat with it. So anyway, I'm gonna call her quits for a little bit. I gotta go down and grab the sprinkler and get the sprinkler set up here, so that way I can water all this down so that it holds